All right, we've got another Sunshine sermon for you. This is a Sunshine Sunday sermon on disposable dating and modern dating marketplace right now. I don't know if you're a millennial, an elder millennial like me, a boomer, a Gen Z, a Y Xer. You're living on Earth right now. And if you've ever dated somewhat recently with the advent inventions of the apps, people growing up mostly all on their phones for social connection, if you have, this one's for you. If you haven't, catch me next Sunday. So disposable dating, I've just noticed this as like a pandemic. I think this is like a dating pandemic because it feels like people, when they're like, when you date them and they see one thing that's off or one thing that's wrong or, you know, a few problems. Actually, you know what, this is for the older ones too. If you haven't dated during these online dating and you've done traditional dating, actually I think you can understand what I'm about to say a lot more. It's just that the younger people will be able to relate more, but the older people will be able to understand where I'm coming from in the ideal here, because it's going to be rooted in a fundamental, more conservative and more Christian-based view to what's going on in today's world with dating. So disposable dating, right? This is a pandemic. Why? Because when people find these faults in others, here's the thing, we all have baggage. We're all going to come with a gift of poo-poo caca. We all got some baggage to work through. It's just how you react and how you sit with your shit. It's like how you be with your stuff. Are you being calm and relaxed? Are you cleaning it up? Or are you going ape shit, balls to the walls, going crazy because you have some stuff or you see other people's stuff? It's like before dating, you got to find out how you guys clean up your shit. I'm sorry, but we have to say that word right now. How do you clean it up? How do you deal with it? I think those are better questions than like, what's your favorite color? Where are you from? Are you an only child? So that always comes with issues. Things like that. It's like, how do you deal when the shit hits the fan? What is your communication reaction style? What is, when things are going wrong, how do you react? Someone's overly dramatic, that could cause stress on the other person because it's just life, and it's how we have to deal with it. So if you're calmer and you're easier to clean up stuff when it goes wrong and clean up your own issues with yourself and at least identifying them as the first step, then you're good. Because what I'm seeing is a whole lack of wanting to do that in the dating world. People don't want to own up to their stuff. They don't want to be fully honest. They don't want to deal with the hard times. And that's what makes a marriage last, right? That's what makes a relationship last. So, old-timey folks, I saw this quote that an old couple was asked, what is your secret to staying married together for so long in their old age? And they said, well, we come from a generation that when something's broken, you fix it. You don't throw it out. All right, let's ponder that. They come from a generation where when something's broken, you fix it. New and improved. You don't throw it out. So if you're handy, crafty, and resourceful and can think outside the box, you're going to win the relationship game. You're going to win the dating game. You're going to win the marriage game. You're going to win the life game. But when people are so quick to throw something out or to break up, throw you out, cut you out of your life just because maybe you have some issues and your partner has some issues. Instead of working on it together, they're too quick to just let it go because they don't want to experience pain. They don't want to experience, shame, guilt, fear, sadness, all of those negative energies, all what Christians call the devil and what spiritual people call negative energy or entities. Most people these days don't want to experience that. They just want joy and an easy road all the time. And what happens is we get in this dating loop where you think that you're looking for the perfect person when there is not one. It's just how you best fit together and work together. And I think it's like this proof is in the pudding. Like, it's relationships made in the hard times and how you get through them and how you overcome them. Because it's easy when it's all roses and sunshine, but when it's storm clouds and rain, that's when you know what your relationship's going to be like and how it's going to be. So millennials, Gen Zs, all the young people on these dating apps, because these dating apps exist, you're more likely to throw something away when it gets hard because you're like, oh, I'll just go find another one on this app. And I think that's so detrimental to psychologically damaging, and I think it's very detrimental to society, too, to have that mentality. Same thing with the old couple quote. And plastic, you know, like we have a throwaway culture of things we consume. Just get a new one. Don't care how it impacts the environment. Just throw away that, you know, dating relationship person. Who cares how it impacts them? I'll just get another one. I'll be fine by myself. You know, all that stuff. I just think it's an epidemic. I think it's a pandemic going on in digital dating society, disposable dating. That's just what the state of our world is at right now, and I'm calling it out. That's what the name is. We're in a digital age of a pandemic epidemic of disposable dating. It's bad. It's not good, you guys. So I say take your time, go slow, really get to know somebody. Wait for some storms to come up and see how they deal, see how you react, see how you deal, you know, and then get into a more serious relationship from there on. That way you're not stuck already and you find out that their attachment style, their how to react to negative energy style is not cohesive with you and cohesive with the unit or a relationship for them in general or yourself. Look at yourself with these things as well. So that's been your quick Sunday sermon from Sunshine Lane here, Sunshine Sunday sermons. Check back next Sunday for some more enlightenment. And please, please, stop the disposable dating. Just stop. Just stop doing it. Treat each other with kindness, respect, and love, and know that we are here to be in each other's lives for a divine purpose. Find out what that is with the people you meet and the people you know, people you do life with, your friends, your family, your loved ones. What is the purpose? Even where you live, why are you living there? What is the purpose? Get a theme, pick it out, do it. You know, pray to God, try to find those answers. My other theory here is why people do some disposable dating. It depends on where you live in the world. I'm in Southern California. This is where my perspective, because I've been in California my whole life, this is where it comes from. In the East Coast and other areas of the world, you have lots of different seasons, right? So you have to depend on your neighbor for a cup of sugar, hot cup of soup, if your propane goes out, if you're on the mountain, because you're not hooked up to gas line. You know, you need to rely on your neighbor to help shovel your shared driveway, shovel snow. You got to get firewood. Back in the day, we were more of a tribe and we really relied on each other. This day and age, we're so independent. We can get everything through our apps. We can have food delivered, groceries delivered, you know, your dates delivered. Everything's so digital, it makes us even more independent and takes us away from the true tribe and community and loving thy neighbor that God tells us that we are supposed to do. In this new society, you don't have to love your neighbor. You can get by just fine without having to do that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that horrible? So here in Southern California, it's even easier to be more independent because the weather is warm all the time. You don't need to rely on your neighbor for any winter thing. We don't really have winter. So it makes you have a mentality, and not only that, is if you're not living in a small town and you're living in a big city and you're used to that, you're also used to people just being disposable and people being, you know, just a big city life. Small town, you see people every day. You have to see them. You can't be mean to them. You can't screw them over. You can't cut them out of your life because they'll be back in the town square and you'll see them next week. when you're going about doing your groceries in your normal daily life. So smaller towns with seasons, you just don't act mean towards each other. You don't dispose each other. You don't throw them away like a plastic cup. Because you know that plastic cup comes back. Because you know that has an impact when you do that. And you care about the people in your village. You care about, who you're dating. I think things are a little bit more cordial and a little bit more, I don't know, I'm in Southern California. Everybody always has grass is greener, so you should water your own lawn. But these are my theories, you guys. This is why I believe we have a disposable dating epidemic going on right now in this country. Please put your thoughts and comments below. Let me know what you think and if you resonated with this and if you like my Sunday sermons. All right, this is Sunshine signing off from Sunday Sermons. For real this time, you guys. Okay. Please subscribe, please follow, please like, and leave a comment. Bye.